on.
Holy, that's a fat
Can I get a net home?
Yeah, got that. It's right there.
Holy crap. That's a giant gag.
Good to you.
Net.
You're gonna have to swing him in, bud. Swing him in quick.
Oh, I hate that. We need the net back here. That's keep fish.
There he is. It's a good hawk fish.
Look at this black line. That's so predominant. Is that the right word?
I don't think so.
Whatever.
Good to you.
Snapper. Alright, so first things first, obviously, you gotta get your knife. I'll be using a whoosh-off knife, the classic iron. So, what I like to do, see the pectoral fin here? You go diagonal on the pectoral fin. That was it. Just like so. Cut down on the pectoral fin, just like that. You see how I got a good cut, straight diagonal on the pectoral fin? Alright, and turn your blade and go and follow down right here. Follow down the top fins, alright? So just like this. Just follow this down. Whoop, messed up a little bit there. Yeah, just follow this down all the way to the tail right here. And then see, just go all the way down to the tail. Alright, just keep doing that. And so then you have enough meat to put your little finger under there. So then you can scrape out just like this. See, pull it up and then scrape across the bone line. Get all that fish off the bone. Alright, let's do that now. So yeah, I like to do, some people just poke it straight through. I like to keep scraping until I'm just straight through the fish. So I found I get more meat off that way. I can go over more bones and block and not get as many bones in my fish. Alright guys, you see what I'm doing here? Just going right over the backbone right here. Just cutting right over that. Make sure it's not in your fillet. That wouldn't taste good. You have to cut that out later. And guys, remember, you can cut out bones. You can't add more fish. So that means if you get a couple bones in your fillet, it's okay. You can cut those out. You can't add on fish. Like if you cut out fish, you can't add that on. All right, see what I've done, guys? So now all the skin has been cut off, all the fish. All right, and then that's what we got right here. That's our fillet. So now what we're gonna do? See right here, we're gonna get this little tiny piece. I like to put my hand over it a tiny bit. Cut a little bit off, like not off, but I cut under it. All right, and then stick your blade under there. And run it up against the skin until you've cut off all of the skin of the fish. I personally do not like eating fish skin. You might. I'm not judging you if you do, but I do not. There you go. And see, you can toss that to the birds or whatever. There you go. And then I'm gonna follow right now. I have a tiny little bit of meat. I can throw that off because it's not anything that'd be cookable. Right here, right? You see there's a little bone line? Just cut right around that. Cut that off. Make sure there's no bones in my fillet. I'm not gonna. Is the bloodline that predominant? It's not really. Yeah. So then what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm just gonna cut out this blood line right here. So, cause nobody likes eating the bloodline, or not nobody, but I personally don't like eating the bloodline. So just cut that out like this. There you go. It's the blood line. Just toss that. There you go. All right, now let's do the other side. So now that we've got our fillet, it's gonna be a little harder now. But personally, honestly, I think it's a little bit easier because it's gonna do the same thing, cut down diagonal just like that, see? And then go straight across those pec fins, or not the pec fins, the top fins. Just go straight across. And watch out, don't get poked like I just did by the fins. Sometimes, like on a mangrove snapper, they'll have some good old spines there. Those will poke you, and it does not feel the best. I've warned from experience many, many times. Yeah, and just cut all the way down. Not cut, but kind of just rub the tip of your blade right across the backbone and the rib cage, all the way down. If you hear that sound, that means you're doing it right. And then, yeah, just keep doing it just like that. Let's see here. Oh, and also, guys, make sure when you're cutting, as you can see, don't cut this in, or you can do, but you just have to cut it out later. I go over it because then it's the rib cage. I don't like cutting out the rib cage because it's just a waste of time. In my opinion, it might not be in yours. You can do what you want. I'm not telling you how to fillet, I'm just telling you how I do it. And yeah, and then there you go. And then once you're here, just keep going down, cut off the tail, and then you got a carcass. If y'all do something with the head, I don't, so I just toss it for the fish and the birds and the sharks. So then now we got a fillet, right? Put it on the table. Put your hand there. Make sure you're not cutting yourself. That's not good. So then hold up, pinch that little piece, right? Oh, I can't hold it. Yeah, pinch that little piece of skin that you've just cut and go under it. Separate the skin from the meat from the skin, just like so. Just cut that skin right off because I am not going to eat the skin tonight for dinner. I'm eating the fish, and you know, honestly, it's not that hard to just cook the skin off. And because if you, like on salmon, most people leave the skin on because you can just cook it and then the skin peels off. But I personally do not. I just keep cutting like this, right along the fish and the skin, and just shave it off like that. All right, pretty close. You know, and it can be. Ow, frick. Yeah, this stupid little scale. I left one scale on the fish, or one spine. I wasn't paying attention. It cut me. And yeah, I just keep going like that. Just cut that skin right off. Yeah, and one thing that can be hard, I've learned over the, not years, but over the lot of time that I've fished and filleted fish, I keep poking myself. It's just, I always, sometimes, not always, but a lot of time, what I'll do is, like I did it this time accidentally, but it's like, separate the skin from, like, the actual fish itself accidentally. See, there you go. Now you got a little piece of skin, just toss that. Ooh, be gone. There we go. And then just cut off this little bloody piece of skin. Sorry, I'm moving. Yeah, just cut off this little piece of skin on the bottom and you'll be good. You can eat that. Alright, and kind of mangle this skin off. There we go. Alright, and just like so, got that off, and there you go. Now you got an edible fillet. Hope you guys enjoyed.